Panda and Robot Toy. Once upon a time, in a peaceful bamboo forest, there lived a panda bear named Austin. Austin was a gentle and curious panda, always fascinated by the world around him. His big, round eyes sparkled with wonder, and he had a particular fascination with robots. There was one robot toy in particular that he had been dreaming of for weeks. It was shiny and metallic, with blinking lights and whirring gears. However, Austin knew that there was no money at home to buy such a fancy toy. He could only hope that someday he might get a chance to play with one. One sunny morning, Austin decided to visit his friend Ellen, a cheerful red panda who lived nearby. Ellen and Austin had been friends since they were cubs, and they always found ways to have fun together. As he strolled over to her house, he couldn't help but think about that robot toy he so dearly wished for. When he arrived at Ellen's house, he saw something that made his heart skip a beat. There, in her front yard, was the very robot toy he had been dreaming of. It was spinning and whizzing around, and Ellen was having a great time playing with it. Austin's eyes widened with envy as he watched his friend's joy. He knew he couldn't afford such a toy, and his heart ached with longing. But then something unexpected happened. As Ellen became engrossed in a game with the robot, she accidentally left it on the playground beside her house. Austin saw an opportunity he couldn't resist. He quietly tiptoed over to the robot, picked it up, and cradled it in his paws. He knew it was wrong to take it, but he couldn't resist the temptation of finally having his dream toy in his possession, even if it was just for a short while. That night, Austin lay in his bamboo bed, clutching the robot close to his chest. He couldn't help but feel a pang of guilt for taking Ellen's prized possession. He knew he had to make things right, but he also cherished the few moments he had spent playing with the robot. As the moonlight filtered through the bamboo leaves, he made a decision. Early the next morning, Austin carefully placed the robot back in the playground where he had found it. He left a note beside it that read, "I'm sorry, Ellen. I borrowed your robot, but I've returned it now. Please forgive me." With a heavy heart, he walked away, hoping his friend would understand. Later that day, Ellen discovered the note and the robot in the playground. She smiled, understanding Austin's temptation and his honesty in returning it. She knew that Austin had a heart full of kindness and regret. When she saw him again, she gave him a warm hug and forgave him. From that day on, Austin and Ellen continued to be the best of friends. Austin realized that the joy of having true friends was far more valuable than any robot toy. And Ellen learned the power of forgiveness and the strength of their friendship. Together, they treasured the moments they spent together, knowing that the best things in life couldn't be bought with money but were found in the bonds they shared. The end.